Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of the TPWC podcast pilot. And in this pilot episode, we're doing pilot episode number 3, contest and prizes. And let's just get into it. So this is going to be like a discussion more so than just a questionnaire, back and forth kind of, pass the question on, pass it back type thing. Even though it might still feel similar, this is a much different one for this episode. This is really an episode for you, the viewers, supporters, subscribers, fans, if you want to be called that, and Discord users. And that's where the contests and prizes are really going to be in the Discord. YouTube is like, where it's at, but this is trying to be something geared more to the people that want a little bit more invested and, really want that that connectivity. I know it's gonna be people that's already in Instagram every DMs every week and Twitter DMs every week and every other day and whatnot. But it's like the Discord people, the people that really want to connect and not just with me, with Nikki Best, with the community and whatnot. That's like more so that. So yeah, this has already been some questions and conversations me and Nikki Best have had, weeks and weeks now, like about how do we want to do this, how do we want to do that. And contests and prizes. And there's a whole lot of different conversations to have all within this one topic. We're gonna try to get to the bread and butter of it first, and kind of get to the other bits. But so basically, now I'm pointing to you, the viewer. How do you guys want things done? So my idea, I'm thinking for the contest, done something in the past, and let me be honest, I just feel like it never really did what I wanted it to do. And even when I look at other people, bigger YouTubers, bigger this, bigger that, bigger content creators, it's never really that big of a draw. Like, what is it, even if it's the purpose? But I'm thinking of a different path to it. I'm not just thinking about, hey, if you guys subscribe to all my YouTube channels, subscribe to this, subscribe to my mom and dad and whatnot, then one of you out of the 10,000 can win potentially an Xbox or an Amazon gift card. That's not what I'm trying to do. Because I feel at the end of the day, that typically doesn't even really, it gets low views compared to your average. And yeah, I've definitely done in the past. I feel like I had to literally hit up my actual in real life friends, contacts to say, hey, I'm giving out $100 to somebody who has the best predictions for this UFC card. Just sign up. You don't have to bet nothing. You have to do nothing. Just do this. So I had to actually reach out to people. And I remember I never hit my goals with that. Didn't get the like goals, none of the goals. And I literally had to reach out to people just to even get kind of halfway to the goal. So like where I'm going with this one now is like I'm gearing it towards people like competition based, prize based. And I know definitely people in the comments and in this community, they love to be competitive. They'll be your fan, be like, hey, I one-upped you this week. I did this week. Oh, your best one this good, or your best one that, or this wasn't good, or that. They like to be competitive. And what I'm trying to gear this to is, just something fun more so. And I know a lot of people in here, they be having deep pockets. They be like, oh, I'm betting $9,000 on your prediction. Like, they be like, yeah, I don't know who you are. Yeah, you a doctor or whatnot. People randomly betting a lot of money. At least so they be saying. So the money, the prizes ain't gonna be nothing crazy. But for somebody, or I feel for anyone, $100, potentially a week, or that's a prize to offer them nothing. And also with the edge of being competitive. So it's gonna be a Discord-based thing. Like obviously, people that watch the YouTube channel are gonna go from the YouTube channel, hop into Discord, probably drop a link in this video or below this video. And yeah, there's a lot of talking, but to focus on and pinpoint it is, yeah, I'm thinking 2 different contests at least to start. But I'm really gonna just do one to start for UFC 295, but definitely 2 in the long run. But the 2 will be a contest weekly or at least for big cards for predictions. So who has the best predictions in the Discord will win $100. And the other one will be who has the best bets. And I'm not just thinking about, if you got $9,000 or you got the bigger bank roll, then you're going to win every single time. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about who's going to your units. Like somebody unit might be 20, somebody units might be 100. So, it evens out. So it's not a guy that's out there just winning because he's a millionaire already and he just throwing out big money on minus 500 guys and, that's going to win. And he did all the research and followed my picks and all whatnot. And so he just like, I'm just throwing $1 million on every single week. I'm just killing everybody in the chat just because. Now we talking about the units going to matter. So his units might be $1,000. My unit might be 20. So it's going based off units. So a guy that might have $1 might be at a bet and win $1,000. So his unit might be $1. Now he won 1,000 units versus the guy who got $1 million or whatnot. He might have won like 50 units. So, but yeah, I'm gonna gear more towards units to start. And but as far as the main one I'm gonna start with is lean into predictions. And yeah, so prediction based, and I'm trying to target that for you. You'll see UFC 295. So prediction based, let you fill out your cards, and you got how it's gonna go. You're gonna fill out your cards before the fights, not after, not during, before, well before, not 30 minutes before, but like probably like a good 2-3 hours, if not, probably good 3-4 hours, 5 hours. I'm gonna say good 3 to 4 hours is about the good mark. Probably 3. And then it's sealed after that point. And it's going to be open to people with premium and non-premium. And I just really, the main gear is to get people,
Engaging.
communicating. Get somebody something fun to do. And also rankings will come with that. So, who's ranked number 1, who's ranked number 2, number 3, and you'll be able to carry that, badge of honor with you for like till the next week. And then it refreshes and whoever wins, gets it and whatnot. And it just continues on top of that. Maybe we'll add this year's champion, that year's champion, that month's champion. Maybe we'll add that, but I think it's best to keep it simple and just keep it bi-weekly, not just try to track every single thing every single week. I mean, all the stuff throughout the year. But yeah. But what stuff do you feel, or what do you kind of gear for as far as like stuff you want to do in the Discord or contests and stuff like prizes, like you want like that hundreds, thousands, 20, 50, like what kind of you want to gear to gain interest or with in the Discord and with the community?
I've had a lot of thoughts about it. I think, I'm really super grateful. We're getting at least like 500 views, and for our niche market, like that's pretty good. And if we could get even 100 to the 500 mark of the people engaging, I think that's what we want for our channel. So I think I think the perfect thing would be giving them an opportunity to be the best better that week, and also giving them that prediction side of it. I think that's a great idea. I'm really curious what everybody else thinks, because what we might think might be a good idea may not be, but I think we should start it off and give them an opportunity. I don't know if you're okay with this, but do like a cash app, and I'll cash up somebody $100, and if they come up with ideas for the contest, I think maybe giving it back to them to give us an opportunity to kind of see what a lot of people are geared towards. But I think what we want to do ultimately is get everybody who's engaging with our videos to be a part of the community, and if they are, then we give them rewards by engaging with them back and giving them the opportunity to win contests. So I think the prizes will be a big thing. What people think we should be giving away, or what, if anybody has a good idea of, $100 gift card to DraftKings, you know what I mean? Or if they win, or, possibly just $100 cash up if they'd rather that. But I think we should really take it from the community what they want to do, because I'm utterly grateful for just the 500 people I see engaging in our videos every week. So I want to do something that's for the people and give them an opportunity to give us ideas. I think the best one is the prediction for UFC 295, and then try to do every week after that, or every other week, or the main cards that people are really interested in. Because sometimes, there's cards that are kind of, sus. You don't really want to put too much energy into even watching a 50-minute video about it. But for the people who do, man, I'm just forever grateful. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with UFC 295, and then what do you think is the best avenue for starting and then executing?
I think UFC 295 is a good start, a good gauge. So 295 should be a good start. It's a big pay-per-view card. Let people, like, if the interest is there, it's not. I mean, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. But like, try best to promote it promote on your channel, promote on my channel. We like let them know about the contest. Definitely post it in the Discord. Let the people in the Discord know. Alert everybody. Add everyone. Add Harry. Like give all the. Give them like plenty of chances to get involved. And it's not really like in the past, like how I would gear these type of things. I'd be like, hey, I want to get to 100 likes, or for every like, every 10 likes, that's $10 more added, $20 more added to the prize, something like that. Because in the past, it was definitely, I said honestly, it was definitely geared towards, hey, let's try to, well, for me, like, hey, I'm just trying to get I was trying to reach 1,000 subscribers back in the day. So let me try to, so you guys subscribe to the channel, subscribe to this, and all this stuff. But right now, this really kind of a contest just to,
What would you
right
think
now,
about starting it on UFC 294? Because that card, man, that's my favorite card of the year.
I forgot, like, who,
So
UFC 295 is Jones, UFC
right,
294 is Comp. So, yeah, I forgot all about the card. So, that's the bigger card. Well, is it the big card? It's
yeah,
definitely
it's
exciting.
got
They both
Islam.
got good fight.
Yeah, because Yuri Prohaska versus Alex Pereira, Matt Favola versus Benoit Saint-Denis, John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. But to be honest, like Islam Charles, everybody wants to know what Charles is going to do. Hamzat Paulo Costa, Magomed Ankalaev, Johnny Walker, Nasser Imamov, Ikram Alaskarov. Just those four, and not even adding Saeed Nurmagomedov. And there's another guy, Magomedov. That fight versus Bruno Silva, man. I don't know. I'm down to put. I'll cover the first one. I have no problem giving someone $100 if they can, float some picks my way that I think are definitely winners. But it's up to you. I think if you want to start with 295, we should.
We can do UFC 294, 295. Give them a double play. So, and I'm thinking for this first card or two that we're gonna do, we're gonna stick to the pay-per-view cards for now, and
Yeah,
stick to pay-per-view cards and stick to predictions. So they go out there, they write their predictions down. Ain't no editing, nothing back. So no, all the rules gonna be said clear multiple times, so that no one disqualifies themselves before they even get a chance to really even compete. And yeah, I definitely think that's a good card start on prediction base. And one thing I don't agree on, I think we should like try to just pay everyone for every single thing. You want to kind of really
right.
have a following that's there to be there, because there's definitely been people that have given out. I think the best ideas I've gotten for this channel have come from people that just wanted to see the channel win, not somebody that's wanted to, I'm just coming here, I'm just throwing out stuff, hey, pay me for my idea type thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of be a thing where yeah, like we'll come around one day that somebody else got some ideas that we like, they'll probably shout them out and stuff. But I think where, prize coming to, like, basically you're going to compete for that. You're going to compete and, live in the chat up. That's something we're going to do. We're live in chat up, create a better, it's not about getting a larger community necessarily right now. It's about creating a more interactive community. That's what I feel the shift is. Like, I already got the
100%.
subscribers I need, stuff like 5 times over now. So that's cool. Always better to grow. But right now I feel it's better about livening that community up and yeah, basically,
Engaging. Yeah, for
make it
sure.
more engaging. But yeah, as far as paying for ideas and stuff and picks or anything like that, nah. But
Nah, yeah.
yeah, their predictions more so. Their predictions are for them. Like, they're basically their predictions. I have my prediction. You have your prediction. We all have our own
Right.
predictions, and their predictions just be a case of competing against other people's predictions. Now, my predictions might be in there with competition, but the only difference is if say I win that week, or those weeks or all the weeks, it's not really, I'm not in competition with them. Like, I could be number one predictor in the chat every single week, but it's really going, if I'm the number one, then they're going to be the people that's going to, number two is going to win the prize, basically. So if I'm number one, or say if you throw your prediction in there and we like number one and number two, or 2 and 1 or whatnot, we're not really in a competition. We might be competing with them because it's just something fun to do,
Right.
but ultimately only they could win, because like we're the people hosting it.
Right.
But again, this be something cool to have some bragging rights. Trash talk is cool. I know some people going to turn into get heated, but hey, it's
Yeah.
part of the game. It's fun. But yeah, I think that's something interesting to do and compete in for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, so let's shoot
And
for UFC 294 then. I'm down.
you said what?
Let's shoot for UFC 294 then.
Oh yeah, 294 the first one, then 295, and then like those will really be the gauge if you guys are interested in that or not. But yeah, that's really it. So as far as that section of this podcast, really try and gauge your interest in the Discord, engage interest in contests, and see what you guys want in that particular area. And there's definitely some other things we're gonna get into. But the next thing we're gonna talk about is interviews. Nikki Best has been reaching out to some people. I'm not gonna say no name just yet, and I don't want him to say no names just yet because we haven't got it's not nothing set in stone, and don't speak on nothing until it's like really set in stone. And if you guys are even interested in that, so that's really the next thing. Are you guys interested in us doing interviews, like interviewing fighters or any particular way? And like I'm gonna not just ask you. I'm gonna give my opinion on how I feel about them as well, because I feel like interviewing, it could be an interesting thing, it could be something, but I also feel like it can detract and take you off your track instead of working to your lane and just building a lane. And it kind of like you spread yourself too thin. And I definitely see channels where like that's the whole thing is to interview, and I definitely they have like wonky viewership. So it might be one video that got like 50 views, then they also they interview like a big guy and they be like 1 million views, and they be like it's so shifty. Like it also with interviews like it really takes away from you. It's like it's a focus on the fighter themselves instead of you and your channels. Like, hey, who's their interview? Like I don't care who they interview. And they interviewing this guy, this amateur with 5-0. Then maybe the amateur later on becomes a 50-0 champion or something. And now everybody go back into that interview, but it's like it's like the sea is so shaky. You get seasickness trying to go that route. And to be honest, it's not really something I'm super interested in. But if people are interested in that, definitely, if that was on this channel, it does well on this channel, or if it's something we do on a secondary channel, if you guys are interested in that, and it's definitely a care for that. But hey, you always got to do it first, and people like it, they're gonna like it. If they don't, they don't. There might be some other people they like the interviews. They might say, I don't like your interview style. I want to see interviews. I was curious to see you do interview, but then you did it, and I found your interviews boring. I found your interviews not this, not that, and it's like not up to par. But in general, just before we even really entertain it, the question is, are you guys interested in interviews? Another thing with the interviews, are you guys interested in collabs, like collabing with other predictors, other cappers, fighters, and whatnot, as far as like hopping on the podcast, not only just to interview, maybe to talk about some topics as well, but yeah, interviews and podcast features. That's basically it. So you guys interested in interviews, and also are you are you also interested in podcast features? So interviews, that's one whole subject, separate. Another thing, podcast features. So we talk on topics probably within MMA, maybe even outside of MMA. But within the podcast, are you guys interested in those two things? And Nikki Bass, what's your thoughts about it and how you feel honestly about it?
I'm actually super excited because I definitely agree 1,000%, because if it's wishy-washy, if it's taking you away from what we're trying to achieve, I think that it could be distracting. But done right and thoroughly and carefully, I think if executed correctly, I think it could be a great thing. There's been people, like you said, that I'm talking to behind the scenes trying to get some engagement from them, and I feel optimistic about it, but I'm definitely curious what everybody else thinks about it. As far as collaborating with other YouTubers or creators or people in our market, the betters, I think that's a great idea. I think down the line, interviewing and maybe even doing some predictions with them would be awesome, because we tap into their audience and they would tap into our audience, because a lot of people in this market have like some diehard fans, like 500 views compared to other YouTubers that are out there that have 300 viewers and get 70, 80 views. That's a lot for someone who's just starting in the market. So I would definitely be interested in I have a couple people in mind that I think would be great additions to doing some collab work with. I'm really curious what everybody else thinks. I would be excited to do an interview. I think the engagement would have to want to be there. But yeah, that's my ultimate thoughts on it.
So yeah, like we definitely are asking you guys, what is your interest, or if you're interested in this or not, and really light up the comment section, fill it up, saying like, thumbs up, thumbs down, and like give me your opinion, like give your long thought out theses and stuff, and give your opinion, because at the end of the day, like it's about, what do you guys want? Do you guys want this, or do you guys not want it? Because if it gets 0 views or it gets reported because you're like, this is so trash. And like, it comes down to you because it's the people that like it, the people that show up, whether you're interested or not, at the end of the day, it's like, so that's really a for you type thing. This is stuff like content for you. Somebody kind of like predict stuff. Like I do that because I love to do it and all that stuff, at least most times. So that's for me, and you guys happen to enjoy it. But this definitely will be kind of where we're trying to go out of ourselves to, do something that you guys may or may not like. So it's really, really fully on you. Like, do you guys want that or not? And even with the first subject, like that's really on you guys because we're not giving you money because we making money from. We giving you money because we want something to give you guys something more. So you guys don't want money. I definitely had like I'm just having ideas in my head, but yeah, it's like it feels like so crazy. Like you giving out money, you really got that many people competing, and people like don't want free money. Like,
Right.
but I guess this case is like you're not trustworthy enough. Even though I'm kind of venture off because I feel I look at like I saw a couple tweets all that within like 5 minutes, basically, and even some prior to that some stuff because I seen people with like bigger content creators, or at least more popular. I think I'm bigger than one of these dudes on YouTube, but I think he's bigger on Twitter, and he's kind of hugging around all that same popular people on Twitter. But I wasn't a block of the night. I think I'm bigger than him on YouTube, get more
Yeah.
views than my average on YouTube and stuff. And I think I've been around longer than him on YouTube. But yeah, he had a whole thing like he was betting doing contests, but the contest is basically the pooling from his subscribers and supporters money, and then he couldn't pay them back. Like, how's that work? You taking their money to make a contest, but you can't pay them back. But people were so forgiving. There's other people that said this is a big YouTuber, pretty much took all the information and stuff, even though it was nothing really big. It didn't give them no contest. They were like so forgiving. But I feel like I've done contests and always made sure to give anybody anything that they won back. And I never was a case where I even say, oh, pool in money, then I'll give the prize to the winner. Like it's always been based off from my pockets. And not like saying I'm no big spender. It's been like $20, $50, $100. Like decent money, definitely something to me. But yeah, it's like I made sure I paid it off. It's not like I'm trying to, stuff. So my trustworthiness is definitely there, especially you've been following. Like you're gonna get paid. You might not. Well, who knows? Maybe I could go a step further. Like, hey, put them on public. Like, here's me on YouTube. Here's me screenshot and all that stuff, and so everyone can see it. But and you definitely there's literally no one in the world can come out and say, oh, I ain't never paid them back, and it's like not paid them back, but paid them instantly because I ain't never took no contest where give me money to give you some of that money or something. I ain't never did that. Oh, I'm gonna take 20% and put this in my pocket. I ain't never did that. But yeah, it's so much forgiveness. But I feel as a creator or somebody with a following, you got to really stand by the people that's supporting you and watching you. And like, even you might feel like that's crazy. Like, how you guys be having that much following? You can't do something so simple. Like, you got people waiting months and months just to get their money back. That's just dumb. But yeah, crazy. On to the final topic. We're gonna talk about Twitch and live streaming. So I know there's YouTube live streaming. I've seen other content creators on this, in this niche, do live stream, either live stream their predictions or live, do watch alongs or whatnot, and watch the fights and stuff. And that's definitely something I'm interested in doing, or either be a Twitch or all in between, IG, TikTok, just anywhere you can live stream from. And, see where the interest is. I know I definitely see TikTok, and I've been not streaming, I've been scrolling through TikTok lives and definitely seeing, avenues there, and I seen life there, and I haven't really seen no one from the MMA community, or at least it's from the predicting community, really take a hold of the area. But it's definitely live, and it's it's ready for someone to really take over there. So I've been doing research like behind the scenes. It's been looking around and hopping to different TikTok lives and looking at this, looking at that. But yeah, like, what are you guys interested in? You guys truly interested in looking at live? I think the one I'm kind of gearing most to right now is definitely other things, but the one I could do most immediately is maybe when I start doing like really getting behind the public parlays or the free parlays and free picks or anything like that, and really watching the fights live, and then seeing my reaction to the fights and my predictions, or the fights I have money vested in, and my reactions to those live and stuff, or me and Nikki Best, or maybe we both have our separate channels. We do those things like you want to see his channel, you see my channel. We both maybe we hop in there and we're in the Discord or whatnot. In Discord, that's another one. Discord is definitely have live, so more and more people come into the Discord. And again, if activity comes instead of just people coming in like, hey, what did he predict? What did he bet? Or what's he talking about? And then like window watching, I guess, instead of just really interacting. Like 100 people in there, probably like 30 people active. Like get the activity. If I want to see activity, people hop in Discord now. We have a whole watch party. You know, this is some different stuff, and like get all stuff more coordinated, and again, really getting a more thriving audience, a more engaging audience. But if you guys are interested, again, all these subjects that we talked about in this video, talk about it in the comments below. Talk about it in the Discord. Join the Discord, and yeah, let us know. But Nikki Bess, how you feel about this, and probably any more other ideas you are potentially want to throw out there?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
start off with my other ideas so I don't forget about it. I was thinking possibly reaching out to some sponsors. I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in, maybe collabing with like DraftKings or betonline.ag or MyBookie. Possibly, getting back to the betting side of it and reaching out to people that we think could possibly be good partners in this and doing something with them. And if people think, they want DraftKings or they want a different site, give us ideas as far as what you guys think. Because if we can get, $50 in your pocket by affiliate marketing like people do with DraftKings, I think that'd be awesome. As far as live streaming, I would love to do it. I think we talked about it in the past, but the timing wasn't right. But I think now, if that's something people be interested in, I would love to do it because I love watching the fights. I love interacting with people live on Discord. I think I honestly get like happy when I'm breaking down the fights, when I'm watching the fights. It's all things that I'm extremely interested in, and that's why I think we do so well. Like last week, the fights, it was a rough week for everybody because of Jacob Malcone, and you got right back to it with Dana White's Contender Series by doing 4-1, which like it's harder to judge those fights in the Contender Series, one because these people aren't that well known, so getting a lot of footage on them is hard. And also, I saw that someone asked you to do Bellator, and you did Bellator as well. And I even saw you did Canelo Alvarez. And what do people think about that? Do they want more engagement with possibly other avenues of content, like more like I'll say it as simply as I can. I know someone who's going to fight on October 13th for Cage Fury FC, and I would love to be able to do a live stream of that, or if someone wants us to watch Canelo live, like I would, that would be cool too. Like I think for now, I think we should definitely start with seeing if people would be down to watch us on TikTok, because I would love to do a live stream on TikTok for the next UFC fight, if that's something that people are interested in. Also, what are your thoughts on possibly collabing with like different sites like DraftKings and MyBookie?
I think initially I had like a pretty straightforward thought on that, but now I'm kind of scattered. I feel like sometimes, some people start to feel some type of way, like, oh, they're affiliated with the bettors, or they on the side of the bookie because they're getting sponsored by the bookie. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't know how to feel about it. I feel it's a separate stream of income, and at the end of the day, people gonna bet what they're gonna bet, and they're gonna bet when they don't want to bet. I mean, and I think I'm okay. I'm definitely okay with it. Am I like super ecstatic for it? Not really, but what I do think I would be super ecstatic for, not the usual. I feel like I would want to be a case where you don't get the typical one where because I already been reached out to by Bet Online and some other places, but I have kind of featured them probably a few times, but nothing like crazy. Some other people they all every single video they're featuring them, every single this and that. I featured a couple times, but yeah, I would rather, it be case when they really reach out to you instead of just kind of like give you the same thing to give everyone else out. Like same one that anyone could sign up to the site. They might reach out to you, but it's pretty much the same one that literally one who kind of just signs up on their website and signs up for the affiliate market. They don't really give you nothing like the special one. Like we're gonna give you X amount of money just off the top. Not about, oh, if you bring in every person, or you do no, they probably pretty much try to get your fan base and give you, the average. That's the standard. I wouldn't want a red carpet. That's why I would be interested. I wouldn't be just interested in just the regular road. I would rather have like a red carpet, like, hey, we're gonna give you $10, we give you $5 this or something like that. But there's also some random numbers out there instead
Right.
of just like the typical, the same old, same old. And hey, that the red carpet plus the usual. So, but that's what I would be super interested in. But as far as the regular, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I definitely don't want to be a case where
People are
I'm just
thinking, yeah,
yeah, people are thinking that. Plus, when you're doing it, you're getting no, you're getting the standard. You're getting the same thing everyone else is getting. And at the day, I'm thinking, is that really no? Is that really worth it? Kind of. And also, you probably could even get sponsors outside of them. To be honest, maybe even more local ones. I'm gonna say a door name. I think in my area, DC, Gambit, DC. I don't know. I haven't really looked into them, but that's a local place. I mean, local is DC only, and maybe with those smaller ones, you might be able to get that deeper connection. Or again, it could even be it could be sports drinks, it could be prize picks. Maybe it's one of those things they give you a more intimate type of or better
deal.
yeah, better deal, basically better deal instead of just the same old same old. But who knows? Like I haven't been conversating with a whole bunch of people that say what type of deal you getting. Are you guys getting a bigger deal? You guys getting paid? Are they sponsoring your YouTube video, or are they just sponsoring? Not even sponsoring anything. Like, are you actually getting sponsored, or are you just affiliate? That's what it is. I
Right.
want like legit sponsors, not just affiliate. Like I want sponsors. That's what I mean. So yeah, sponsors. I'm definitely interested. Affiliate stuff, not as interested because like it's really like what is affiliates like you're doing. You either basically kind of in a way selling out your subscribers, or you kind of out there doing what I'm best way to say it? What do they call it? Pyramid scheme? No, it is kind of low key a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
But what's the third one? I forget.
Ponzi.
Pyramid scheme, sell out your people. Another one is commission pay. I'm not really don't feel too much commission pay
Yeah, that I think
because
I
like
was,
I say, you already
yeah,
getting a chance to get free sponsor, whether necessarily somebody find out about your website or your company through me or through Nikki Best or through anyone else. You're already finding it out, getting free marketing. So, but somebody see and actually type up the link and the discount or whether they got this or not, it's just free marketing for them. And that should be something that should be paid for regardless on top of that. Because I know a lot of people, a lot of times I feel like they probably don't really even all the time track everybody that's coming through you. And how can you really even track all the people come? They can see all those stats. And
right.
they could kind of mess them up a little bit and say, well, they didn't come through you or they this. So it's so much stuff that can happen.
Sorry, someone buzzed my door. I
But
apologize.
yeah, no
But
problem. But we about wrapping up here. But I feel
did you
like
do
what
rankings
else?
as well?
Yeah, I already mentioned the rankings, like the rankings for predictions, ranking for best, and like I already
Okay.
said, like yeah, we could like play it because at the end of the day, the main thing is get engagement, have fun with it,
Right.
and but we would not actually be involved in the money part of it, like as far as winning the prize. Like I could be number one every 52 weeks out of 52, but I'm not winning money from those 52 out of 52. Like it's gonna be like I said, we both keep getting top two in there, then the number three person is going to get the prize money. So
Yeah, I
we probably
definitely
might
I
be
love
playing.
that idea.
Yeah, we might be playing for the rankings for the week, but we not playing for the prize. So the prize, they're gonna get the prize. But I think what's what interests most people is actually gonna be the competition. They're gonna want to be there for the competition. People always want to, drop their prediction down there, like, hey, I'm picking this person, I'm picking that person. Like they probably, I feel a lot of people get excited on that just by dropping that prediction there. They might not have a website themselves or YouTube themselves or identity themselves, but they like to drop their predictions and stuff. So I definitely think that same crowd would like to come in there, really stack their predictions against our predictions or stack them against my predictions and whatnot. So I think that'd be good. But any final thoughts? Like, what do you feel about anything, or want to introduce anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I think you've hit all the nails on the head as far as what we wanted to cover in the stream and the podcast today. I'm really curious to see what people think and what ideas they might have that might be, better than ones we might have thought of. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm super grateful that I get to do this. And by the way, neither of us are getting paid. We do this because we love it. And, hopefully one day we can monetize and turn this into something that other people can benefit from. But as far as right now, just give us your ideas on the contest, is maybe something as far as the prizes. What do you think about the rankings, and also what do you guys think about interviews? That's my final thought.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. I could not have said it better myself right there. So that's the video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely that comment part. Definitely the comment part, because we want to hear your thoughts. So comment in here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start a conversation in Discord probably as soon as this video ends, so that people will start, engage, because they're already in the Discord, so they already where they need to be. But for you guys, drop it your comments below, and I'm gonna drop a link for the Discord in the comment section of this video, so y'all guys can hop in there and join the conversation, whether you join it like 2 days later or whatnot. But join in, and we really want to hear from you. That's really the most important thing. So we want to hear from you. So speak in that video. Peace.